The Vector's still a pretty popular blaster, and this was my first, I guess, good blaster that got sent to me. So we got a Kriss Vector here from, that was actually sent to me back from Zenduo Toys. It was the first blaster that they ever sent to me. It's probably a couple of years ago now. And so I've done some work to it, done some different builds to it over time. I've shown them to you in the past. And this is just the newest kind of version, the newest kit I put on it, and talk a little bit about how I made it all work. And also, we got the double drum mag here. Now, this actually came from AK Gel Blaster, and I had some issues initially, not due to the fault of the site at all. They're actually a great seller, and they keep bringing out some awesome stuff. For some reason, the manufacturer on this one had reversed the polarity of the terminals on it, so the little connection points. So it wasn't doing anything. But once I flipped those around, now it's correct, and now it works like it's supposed to. So I'm going to be able to show you that too. So that was interesting. I had started addressing it in the past. I was taking this whole thing apart, the whole double drum mag, which is actually a lot more complex than you think. And eventually I had stopped, and I figured I was able to just take apart the top and kind of wedge it open enough to flip those two terminals around, and now it works great. So that's from AK Gel Blaster. And like I said, they still have some really awesome stuff. And they keep coming with new stuff there too. And of course, big supporters of Zenduo Toys as well. So what I did show you in the past is I built this custom piece here just to allow bigger battery. And I just thought it was kind of a nice way to incorporate everything. Nice big battery in there. There's just one little hand nut here that you use, right, to open it. So that just, and then the bottom comes off. You can get to the battery. Now you can put a much bigger battery in there. That is the downside with the stock handle on here. The battery is, you can only get a really tiny battery in there. So that's what we did there. We got the double drum, the full rail, which I've shown before, but I wanted to reuse it because it works nicely with this kit, and it's a big piece, right? So I got this handguard extension here, right? So we did this handguard extension. I had to customize it a little bit to make it fit the way I wanted to. I actually reused rails that were for a strike face kit because they fit perfectly and they'd add stability to this whole piece. On the bottom here, what I did so that things would line up is I customized a little rail riser, and then I had to make a nice thick, tall rail here so that we could get that, and we can then have this grip right here. This just adds more stability, but between the stability here, the stability here, the stability here, this is definitely a very solid build. No issues with that. Thought it would be cool, since we have this kind of elongated M-LOK style handguard, to do the rails kind of like that around the corners instead. So you go ahead and do whatever you want with those. Now, the Vector, opening it up, it's not hard. It's just there's a lot of pieces, and I prefer not to open it up because I wasn't going to be upgrading it. And I didn't have a barrel or a T-piece that would work with it. Well, I have barrels, but not a T-piece. So since the metal barrel still terminates at the normal spot, I didn't want to do some kind of threaded tip that was way elongated, because that's where you can end up getting some barrel drag if you're kind of extending out some kind of outer barrel and you can't maintain that inner barrel level. So we just have basically like a 16 millimeter barrel, outer barrel, that extends out through here and goes right into this kind of Vector style flash hider on there. So that was just kind of a scaled down version of a Vector barrel that I've seen before. Dressed up the optics, went a little crazy with this big top kill flash on here, but put the SRS Vector, kind of their little design, and then you can see it's a kill flash too. And in the back, just kind of dressed that up so that the flip up is extended out, and we can incorporate some gray in there as well. So overall, I think it turned out pretty nice. I did go with that grippy kind of paint on the front and the handle because I had it and I thought it would look good with that, with the black. And now we got the double drum mag working. I switched it out to the buffer tube, which it came with this piece as well. So it came with the normal folding stock, and it came with this threaded buffer attachment. So I switched that out there too. All right, let me know what you guys think. Of course, I will do some demos with the two, show you the drum mag working, show you some of the things about that drum mag, how you switch it from side to side. And like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Make sure you participate in those monthly giveaways. And that's it. Thanks.